Okay, so right off the top, we start with an alarm sounded by the South Korean military. Communist North Korea launching a barrage of short-range ballistic missiles. This happening just days after President Donald Trump says he expects to meet with North Korean dictator Kim Jong Un later this year. This also comes as the U.S. chose to scale back joint military exercises with South Korea. That's a move Mr. Trump says is based on his good working relationship with Kim Jong Un of the North. Live to CBS News Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes tracking this story in Washington. Nancy, are these launches meant to send a message?
They might be, Reed. They might be some muscle flexing after North Korea, of all countries, got an unexpected show of support from the most powerful man on earth, the President of the United States. First, President Trump decided to vastly scale back these annual military exercises with South Korea. And the reason that he gave was that he thought it's too threatening to North Korea. And he even heaped praise on the North Korean dictator Kim Jong Un, saying that they have a great relationship and that Kim Jong Un has behaved himself while Trump has been in office. He even said yesterday that they are likely to meet sometime this year. And so it is perhaps not a surprise that the regime took this moment to fire off those missiles.
Okay, so that's one spot on the globe, but you're also tracking the latest developments out of Iran, Nancy. President Trump threatening Iran with economic warfare. Is there any response from Iran or any further comment on this from the White House?
Well, basically, this is the White House pivoting. They have tried maximum military pressure to force Iran to the negotiating table over its nuclear program. That hasn't worked. Iran is refusing right now to negotiate. So they are pivoting to economic pressure. And that means not just the blockade in the Gulf, which prevents oil vessels from getting to and from Iranian ports, but also major sanctions on countries that do business with Iran. What countries are those? What would those sanctions look like? We don't know yet. Secretary Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, said he's going to announce them on next Monday. But he did say that he's sure that they're going to work. Take a listen.
And, what we have seen, I see lots of reports that said, oh, well, this has never worked. It does work because we have a combination. It is a 1-2 punch. We have the blockade, and we are going to have the toughest sanctions in history. And I will tell you, this will work. It worked in Venezuela once we put up the blockade. It is working in Cuba right now, and it is going to work in Iran, and we are going to collapse this regime.
Does it include China? Because that's the primary economic partner of Iran.
Again, many conversations are best to have in private, and we are confident that everyone wants the strait reopened.
That question about China, Reed, is really pivotal because China is Iran's largest purchaser of oil. And in the past, the U.S. has not wanted to poke that bear. But if it doesn't, it's hard to see just how impactful these sanctions will really be because we already sanctioned so much of Iran's economy.
All right, fascinating times. Nancy Cordes, sharp as a tack. Thank you from Washington, D.C. Good to talk to you, friend.